Welcome. Everybody hear me okay? Just say hello in the comments or loud and clear in the comments. Make sure the sound is working. Hey, Andrew there in the blue font. Thank you for moderating. Hey, Fred. Thank you for moderating. Hey, Bob. Hey, Lori. Hey, Ruth. Kelly. Good to see the gang. Shelly, Melissa. Marjorie, Bonnie. Tricia. Cashew. Hey, Sarah. Grazing the trail. Very nice. Welcome from Seattle. Sheila, everyone. Sorry, the names are going by fast. I'm gonna miss a bunch here, but yeah, yeah. Welcome to Do Nothing Project. So happy to be here with you. Welcome back if you're a regular, which I can see quite a few, and if you're here for the first time, you're welcome. This is the community. Great group of people. We've been doing this for many years at this point. The whole point of the Do Nothing Project is, it's to feel that community, actually, to check in with that community once a week, and then to kind of sit in a kind of, what would I say? I was going to say sit in solidarity with one another, but a non-doing solidarity, a being solidarity, being. I had a great chat with Tasha the other day. We recorded an episode of the podcast. It'll be in a few months. We're like backed up. We've got like 20 episodes we recorded that are due to come out. But this one was with this interesting guy all about, he's a big kind of pioneer in the psychedelic space. And it was a good talk and a good practice. And afterwards, though, we were just chatting and I was sort of talking about, she was sort of making an observation, that when she comes over here to visit us, she's friends with my partner, Sarah, too. And she's just like, it's so intense at our house. It's so saturated, like with every free second is filled up. You got two young kids. It's so go, go, go. And I'm very much in the mode often at home of just like, that's why I need this do nothing. It's like, do. And I'm just giving her all the time. And of course, I got my practice and I can lean back into that, but I have a temperament that's very much like that. And she's like, yeah, you're always blazing this trail through the jungle. And she's like, just try shifting into being the jungle. And for whatever reason at the time, we ended up having this really interesting discussion about being place. And the reason I'm talking about this is I'm gonna kind of flavor the practice guidance around this. I should say, well, I'll say something about that in a second, but about being place. And I realized for myself as a meditator, I kind of have these two. I have the register of either I'm furiously doing in life, or I'm kind of just like I go into meditation, and I can often get into kind of broad, spacious place, and that's fine, and that's all well and good. But what she was talking about was something different. Being place is different than being space. Being place is like being grounded space. Being a place, like I've been practicing as I'm coming home and I hang out with my kids, instead of like trying to like problem solve something that's going on, I just have the vibes of like I'm like the guy in soil. Just my presence is like this, and I'm feeding them through their feet, through the roots, this late, and it's much more like I kind of lean back, I kind of melt, and I'm just in this kind of in a kind of nurturing, tending space, like a gardener or something. Or I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I thought I'd guide a practice around it. It's been really helpful for me the past few days. Kind of, since we talked about it, I've been kind of tuning into it every day. And I also had a thought, kind of feeling meta tonight. I kind of realized that what this Do Nothing project is, and what my Substack is, and what all the things I do is, it's kind of like bricks and mortar enlightenment, bricks and mortar awakening. It's like I try to just be very honest and report on where I'm at in the moment, and where I'm at is always in process, and I'm always got to working with a new insight or a new framing, and that's like supporting me in some way. And then because I'm ADHD, it worked for a while, then it shifts out, and I find a new one, and they're all related. They're all in the constellation of practice. There's certain core skills that are always there, but I appreciate this opportunity, on these Sunday nights and also through Substack, just to kind of be able to share about that and feel like it's that, and it's nice to feel like it can resonate with people or it can be valuable. Anyway, now I haven't seen. I'm sure there's comments going by about things I got to be responding to, and I'll look at that later. But and yes, that's true of being place is with a map in the background. So I'm going to guide a practice around being place, and it might kick in more in particular in the conclusion when I'll do kind of loving kindness practice. But yeah, we need to be the place we want to be right now, especially when the places that we're actually and geographically no longer feel like they're quite on our side. So this is for everyone who needs to create their own place. Happy to be your friends. Guided 25-minute sit, very loosely. If you have your own practice you like to do, of course you can do that. You can just tune out my guidance and do your own thing. You may want to lay down. You might want to be in more of a stretching, moving situation, doing the dishes, or you might want to just be sitting up like me. So let's try it out. Absolutely, everyone's welcome here. I hope there are very different perspectives and views. Wouldn't want it any other way. Cats especially are welcome. All right, a few slow, deliberate breaths to begin. And you can use this moment to kind of check in with where you're at. You got lots of energy, maybe feeling restless, zingy. You might be listening to this on a Monday morning or a Tuesday or a Wednesday in the middle of the day. Or you might be feeling kind of tired, low energy, spacey, anywhere in between, just neutral. You might be feeling like you got feelings. Might be busy brained, working out thoughts, problems. You might be thinking about the Oscars. It's all good. It's what's here. It's where we begin. Oh, yeah, that's what's here. Perfect. Perfect. That's what's growing in your place. I like elongating the out breaths a bit at the beginning just as a way to settle a bit, but also to redirect my attention into a body. The fact that I have a body, that I am a body. Body is like the grounding plug of the mind body system. You can feel that ground literally, like notice the support of the ground underneath you. Breathing up from that solidity. As you breathe out, really kind of loosen so you can feel yourself arrive more on your seat. Or if you're laying down, feeling your back, the ground really supporting you. Let that support in. And then from there, we can kind of keep moving out, kind of melting. Imagine yourself melting. So you may still have a straight spine and be in full integrity that way, but it's like you're spreading yourself out through the room you're in, through your awareness, and you're becoming this place. Anyone who meditates with their cat knows you already become a place when you meditate. That's why they come and climb on your lap. be the place that a cat would want to climb onto, that a young toddler would toddle up and fall asleep in your arms there, a puppy, a place where all the plants in your vicinity start to feel a bit healthier. That sounds a bit abstract, but what shifts? Is there a way to shift your quality of your being, I suppose, to be more of a nurturing quality and more of a tending, supportive, but not in a hovery helicopter way, more in a being the place way. So that's kind of our loose intention. And in the meantime, you could find a home base, a simple sensation to pay attention to, breath, point in the belly, point in the heart, point between the eyes, a mantra, tingling in the hands, the sound of a vent. So many things you can do with your attention, or none of those, just being, letting everything just come and go. I'll come back in a bit. So patient as things settle, as you settle, as thoughts are going to still be there, distractions, you wander off, you realize you're gone, you come back, you connect to a sense of being a body, a sense of being a place. There's nowhere for a place to go. Notice if your face is, kind of tense, or if you're efforting in some way. It would be like to back off from that a bit, just letting everything unspool, melting outward into the room, slowing down your frequency. That's basically the least amount of effort you can expend staying present, noticing that sound or that sensation, being this peaceable place, regardless of what's passing through. Big feelings, thoughts. I can be a hospitable host. And you can kind of notice that you're just letting yourself be here, or you kind of continually implementing some kind of agenda, or trying to fix something, or change something, or do something, or work something out. You notice that happening. Can you back off from that a bit? Delicately present. So the last few minutes, we try to finish with some sort of gratitude, or it's an optional thing, but gratitude practice, or compassion practice, or loving kindness practice. We can connect that to the place piece, if you like. Again, coming back to this idea of being being a nurturing place, being a peaceful place, a caring place, or what kind of presence do you want to exude? Creative place. It's kind of similar to those practices where you imagine a quality you admire in someone, like friendliness or strength or confidence, or it could be anything, kindness, and you just imagine yourself as that person exuding that quality. Well, it's like that, but except it's even kind of more fundamental. What kind of place do you want to be? Not an intellectual question, like something you do in your being. A grateful place. Grateful place. It's a weird thought. Place that appreciates whatever's here, appreciating what's passing through. See you, Chris. Thanks, friends. Thank you for your practice. Place is the space. You're welcome, everyone. Nice to see the names. Nice, Bob. Nice, Lori. Yeah, me too. Excellent. Artsy Traveler. Eve, glad your amygdala is resting. Nice, Marjorie. Music therapy guy for demand avoidance condition. Oh, it was well, Stephen Porges is um, the vagal nerve guy, and it's called the Safe and Sound Protocol. I'm still doing it on my son. It's really helping. I mean, I kind of hadn't done it for a couple of weeks, and I've talked about that in past ones. So yeah, Safe and Sound Protocol. You have to check it out. I mean, best to do it with you have to do it with an OT or something, but you can find providers on their website. Andrew, the like button is lonely. Please press like. I don't know why. I think it does something with the algorithms. And that's that we would want, I guess. Thanks, everyone. Freeze frame. Your cat's asleep, Siobhan, in the place of you. No, that's scary looking. That's scary looking. Place. Place. Oh, here's good. Place. 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 Be place. Be place. Be place. Hug. Hug. My son's. What was he talking about that? My son has this hilarious book called Hug. It's the only word in the whole book. Hug, hug, hug. He's this monkey running around trying to hug everything. All right. Have a placeful week, Deb. 50. Deb 50. Andrew's got a bunch of links. Let's see. The Do Nothing, the Conscious Explorers Club thing next week. Andrew's got a meditation he does on Wednesdays. Kevin does ones all through in the mornings every day of the week. Lots of resources if you want to do more online meditating. And I think in terms of what's coming up, I have no clue. Just whatever. Tasha and I are doing a Mind Bot Adventure Squad day-long retreat in Toronto that if you're around, you can come to that in person. You can do it in Zoom too. That's going to be fun. Tasha of the place suggestions. So she'll be doing kind of Dzogchen type stuff, which is cool. Very cool stuff. Anyway, friends, I'm off. Have a great night. Maybe catch the end of the Oscars. If anyone's doing that, I won't because I don't really care, but I do like watching the movies. I'm going to fly. Okay, bye.